Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome yourselves to the final pre-season test for Derby County in the 25-26 season. We cannot complain at all. We are getting ourselves into the final game, and it's going to be a difficult one. Let's not sort of beat around any bushes here. It is going to be a tough evening. It's going to be a tough season as well. There's been a lot that I think Derby County haven't quite got done yet. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done, but we will see what happens over the course of the next few days because at the end of the day, it's not looking good depth-wise, is it? Welcome in, Beza. How are you doing? Good evening from Germany. Welcome in, David. Hope you're okay over there in Germany. If Lee Clark stayed, it could have been Clark versus Clark. It would have been Father Clark versus Son Clark, and that would have been an interesting prospect. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Hang on. There we go. Give me 1 second. That should be all right. Wait, no, it's too high. Sorry, chat. We're always fucking faffing about here, but it's not been a good transfer window so far, at least in my opinion. Anyway, we'll pull the Derby County team sheet up right now. So you have Zetterstrom in goal, a back four of Langas and Clark as your two centre halves, Johnston and Taylor either side, with a midfield two of Travis and Fraulo. I am assuming it is a front three, essentially, of Eames, Clark and Smodics, with Brown as the 9, but there's always the possibility Brown could be off the left and we could be playing a double 9 in terms of Smodics and Clark. Can I go that way? Let me go that way. There we go. Much better. That is much better, chat. That is much better. But it's going to be an interesting afternoon. I actually haven't seen the Rotherham lineup yet, so let me just go and see if I can pull that up. Brown to Rochdale. That is something that I've been told a couple of times. However, I would anticipate it will happen over the course of the next few days if it is going to happen. He was always going to be a part of today because we didn't want to, obviously waste. You're looking at Carlton Morris and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see if it actually does happen, because that will give a bit of quality to a couple of the sources that I've been speaking to over the course of this summer, who have given me a few bits of information, some of which has been solid, some of which hasn't. We'll wait and see. So in terms of your Rotherham 11, it is Can in goal, O2, Tavares, Spence, Hall, Trialist, Aggie Boyiga, Jealous, Nemanje, Booyaboo, and Cover. They've got a few trialists on the bench and stuff like that as well. Score prediction. Hopefully Derby win and put in a much better performance than they did the other night, because we were absolutely diabolical against... who did we play? Morris done pre-match interview just to not even be in the squad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he says in the interview that he's not going to be in the squad, to be honest. Hang on a second. There we go. But I'm pretty sure Morris says in his interview that he's not going to be in the squad and that he's being rested. So I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. But it's a decent side that we've put out today, to be honest. On the bench, you've got Price, Kane, you've got Fozzie, Blackett, Taylor, Ward, Sanderson, and then Cameron Wilson and Dontel Hodges as your final two. So I don't even know what to think about tonight, because I'm not sure how much of this is actually going to be relative to Saturday, if that makes sense. So... Are you going to Derby against Lincoln? Yes, I am. If I'm looking over here, it's because that's where my chat is, by the way, just so you know. But yeah, I will be there. I need to move over a little bit. There we go. But it will be an interesting call. Doesn't Fozzie's contract end this season? Yes. And I would anticipate him to retire at the end of this year, to be honest with you. How come you haven't gone to the game? I always do away games from... I do live for away games, essentially. I always go to the home games though. They will be posted. My match day vlogs will be posted. If you just give me 1 second, I'll put it in the chat. Because it's the same channel that we're running a giveaway for. For those of you that are in the chat and you want to get involved, just give me 2 seconds. I'll pull it up. The Derby Digest. There we go. If we just pull this up, I can give you the link to that. Where is it? Here it is. There we go. Giveaway and match day vlogs. There you go, chat. You miss out on all the away days. Yeah, I'll be honest though. I'm not really too bothered about missing out on away days. If I'm completely honest, based on my own situation, which we'll probably go into at some point over the course of the season, but we don't need to get into it today. During pre-season, it's a little bit deep for pre-season. A little bit deep for pre-season. We don't need to worry about that. Fozzie standing coming. Wait until Fozzie gets a statue. The Fozzie statue's on the way, let me tell you. The Fozzie statue is on the way. But how is everyone doing then this evening? How's everybody feeling? Because I'm being told, I'm constantly getting berated on socials for saying that I think we're in a little bit of a mess. Because apparently we aren't in a mess. How you doing, Ellie? How you doing, Edits Bro? So I would love to hear some opinions on the squad situation, the transfers, and all of that jazz. Because at the end of the day, we've got 42 of you in here. We're not all going to agree, but I think it's important to hear everyone's side of things. I personally think we're a little bit hit and miss at the minute. I think we're lacking in wide areas. I think we're lacking centrally in terms of the pivot positions, a little bit deeper than obviously your 10s. So I don't know. Obviously, you guys can have your say, so let me know in the comments. I'm all good, thanks, Edits Bro. How are you, my friend? How are you? When does the game start? At 7:30, TJ Bro, 7:30. If you how you doing, Richard Bro? You're right, mate. I'm all good, thank you. If you want to get involved in the giveaway and you want to subscribe to what is going to be the main channel where we're going to have the match day vlogs, we've got a Philip Bilby documentary which is coming out tomorrow, and we'll have our pre-match preview out on Friday morning, I reckon. So if you want to subscribe to that, that is linked. I've decided not to watch the match so I can be in the stream. Don't you worry, bro. We'll give you full match commentary. Don't you worry. Full match commentary. You know exactly what's going on. That's all I have to say. You'll know exactly what's going on. Let me just do that. There we go. Are you going to the game on Saturday? Yes. Can you check if my account is public now? Yeah, hang on. Let me just log into my other account. Are you going to do a video with championship predictions? Yes, I will be. I will be doing a video with championship predictions. I'm all good, thanks, Edits, bro. All good. Let me just jump on the other account. Hang on a second. Watching the games from over to join the watch along will probably pop in at half time. No worries at all. That's all good. If we go to I don't think your account is public. I don't think it is public. But if you need to know, go on the other account and it tells you how to do it all. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it, Richard, bro? It's been a while. But you're in here now. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. I'll put another post out for the giveaway tomorrow if you want. Lewis, do you know what's going on with Isaac Gordon? Was basically going to get it. I'm pretty sure he's had an injury. From what I've been told, he's been injured. So we will It's one of those things. It's a bit like Charles Abuka last summer. Had a really good pre-season, got injured at the start of the year, then couldn't find his way back in, got injured again. So I think that's what's happened with Gordon this year, if I'm honest. Are you streaming the Lincoln game? No, I'm at the Lincoln game, TJ. Rams to win 4-1. Do you know what? I'd take it. I'd love that. I'd take it. I'd love it. I'd run with it. That's all that matters. I'm just checking everything's all good everywhere. It is all groovy. Obviously, why is it Derby signing any players? Honestly, no idea. Who told you about Isaac Gordon? I'm pretty sure Adisa Osiande's dad was in here earlier, not today, for the Mansfield game. I'm pretty sure he told me, if I remember rightly. I'm going to be sad to see Tomo leave, so underrated in my opinion. I agree. Yes, there will be a match day vlog for Lincoln. On the brand new camera as well. On the brand new camera as well. What I do need though is I need to get two separate cameras, to be honest with you, because what I'm going to be doing at the minute is using that one for the games. So I can't see anything that says history and privacy. Give me a second. You have to go on. What's it called? You have to go on. What's it called? You have to go on the web, the desktop website, Ollie bro. Lewis, me, and you obviously sit in the same stand, no stand. There's hardly any tickets being sold, so you can basically sit anywhere. Just how I like it. Just how I like. Shall we have a look? How many tickets? How many tickets have been sold? Have they sold many? Let's take a gander, shall we? Tickets. Home tickets. Lincoln. Do you know what? You're not wrong. There's not many tickets sold at all, is there? There is not many tickets at all for the weekend. Lewis, do you have a season ticket? Yes, bro. Yeah. I do have a season ticket. I do. I can't believe that Vinny got a chin transplant. Did he actually? In my opinion, we need at least five signings before Cheltenham. We've not had a great summer window. I don't think the squad is anywhere near good enough. Me and you are in exactly the same boat, Richard. I completely agree with everything you've just said. I think we need two, if not three, wingers. I think we need at least one deeper sitting midfielder, and I think you could probably argue we need another maybe right back, maybe depending on the situation with Ward and Ward and Johnston. The Lincoln game is just another pre-season game. It is essentially, but you still want to win it, don't you? Good evening. All concerned of lack of signings and rumours since the last investment update. I am going to be completely honest with you. I think everything is on pause while we're waiting for confirmation or rejection of the investment. I don't think Clouds wants to put money in if he doesn't need to, but we'll wait and see. Will there be a pre-match waiting room for Saturday? I'm planning on yes. I'm thinking like 10 till 11. I'm thinking. Is there any news on BBD? From what I'm told, essentially everything in every single term of transfer is waiting on the investment deal. So until we get that either green light or red light, we're not doing anything. So I think we're all right for wingers, to be honest. But I personally think the Smodic signing was a mistake. Don't know where he fits in the team. Hang on a second. You think we're okay for wingers? Our only fit winger as of today is Corey Blackett-Taylor. Bilby is more of a 10. I don't think we're okay for wingers. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. I think we need wingers. Lewis, in your opinion, what is our strongest 11 in the current situation? Don't include Ajimang as he's injured, maybe not Brewster or Merkin either. Well, Brewster played it today. Based on what we have right now, I'm going Zetterstrom in goal. I'm going a back four, Johnston, Langas, Clark, Taylor. My midfield two would probably be Travis and Bobby Clark, although I prefer Clark further forward. I'd probably put Eames on the right, Smodics as your 10. Then whoever plays on the left is questionable. And then your 9 is probably, well, it's obviously Morris. Have you heard apparently the Turkey deal is a takeover? Yes. I always thought it was anyway. Winger, Ogbene, thoughts? Is that the lad from Ipswich? He is reportedly on the list. So it's weirdly quiet. Normally rumours are flying around. The thing is, there's a lot of rumours, a lot of talking points going on, but there's nothing concrete, if that makes sense. Like, there is Jack Taylor, I think, at Ipswich, who we're supposedly interested in. There's Ogbene at Ipswich, who we're supposedly interested in. There's a lot of talks going on at the moment about, is it Tom Eorpenda from Huddersfield, who we're apparently interested in. So if he's a wing back, fair. As a winger, I don't particularly like him there. And Brewster prefers to play centrally as well, although he's good on the right hand side. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that one to see what happens. Now, obviously, Eames can play out there, but again, is more of a central player. Allen is a central player. He's not really got that burst of pace, in my opinion, to play on the wing. And Dejan Brown, you could maybe play him as off the left as like an Ajimang type role, but I don't necessarily think he's that sort of player that's going to cause those sort of problems. So we're going to have to wait and see on that one to see. I don't know. I just don't like square pegs in round holes, if that makes sense. Mansfield Stadium is a shithole. I don't think it's that bad, to be fair. I think it looks all right. But obviously, I've not been, so I won't comment too much. To be honest, I won't comment too much. Let's see if anything has come out. Nah, it hasn't. I look. You think we could get promoted if Turkey takes over? Where's Morris? Hope he isn't injured. He's being rested. They're just making sure he doesn't get injured. Why no Bilbia tonight? Honestly, no idea. One side of the stadium was lovely, but if you saw behind the main screen, it was a full-on worksite fair. Where is Silverson? Who is up front tonight? I'd imagine it will be Dejan Brown up front tonight, but it could be Smodics with Brown off the left. Silverson played earlier today. I can't find out how to make my account public on mobile, by the way. Go do it through Safari, Ollie. Do it through Safari. The Burton game was hilarious. I was there so far. Yeah, it was not a friendly, was it? What did you think about the penalty shootout? Not really a big fan, to be honest. I don't think it really matters. Do you know what I mean? If we'd have won that, who got the trophy? Do you know what I mean? Who'd have got the trophy? So, but we had a load of first teamers play earlier today, Andy. Vickers played, Nyambi played, Cruz Allen played, Selverson played, Kenzo played, and who else played? Brewster. I don't know if I mentioned him already. So that friendly against Burton was not a friendly at all. No, it wasn't. It was ridiculous, to be fair. The fact that Bobby Clark nearly had his career ended, all because of Lewis Travis, by the way. The whole game, the whole scrap, all was because of Lewis Travis. See you later, Richard, bro. Have a good evening, mate. In my opinion, Bobby Clark is one of our best ever signings. If he performs, if he hits the level that he should, and he keeps growing the way we expect him to, easily. But obviously, a lot of it depends on how we play him, how we use him, and stuff like that. And obviously, as things stand right now, we don't know how that's going to be. Is the match on Rams TV? Yes, it is on Rams TV. Although Rams TV keeps buffering for some reason. No idea why. I think I've finally done it. Oh, hang on. My mouse just disconnected. I'll go and have a look for you, bro. Let me go and have a look. We will see if you pop up. I don't actually know when you subscribe, to be fair. But if you find it, you should pop up anyway. The Finch players, Bar Brewster. Yeah, pretty much, JJ. The match is on Rams TV, yes. The match is on Rams TV. Think I finally done it. What a boy. What a boy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What are we? We are 11 minutes away from kickoff here, chat. 11 minutes away from kickoff. Let me just put something on TikTok so that people know I'm live. Hang on. Let me just do this. Sir Turkey El Sheik in the bless earlier. Fair. Watch Brown have a goal, then get half the fans saying get rid and the other half begging to keep him. Do you know what? Who knows what will happen? There we go. There we go. We are all live. Well, all live. Everybody should know we're cooking. Just a question: if the takeover goes through before the transfer window shuts, do you think? Do you reckon there would be a statement signing? Yes, I do think there will be. I think there'll be a couple of statement signings. To be honest, Lewis, who would you say is the best player to ever come from our academy? Tom Huddleston, maybe. Tom Huddleston, Hughes has got to be up there. I can't really think of any else. If you go right back in the past, there's probably loads more. But is there any more signing news? Not at the moment. For the first time, I might actually not get FC 26 straight away. The deep dive format team is genuinely shit. But you know something? I've not even looked at it, and that tells you how bothered I am about it. I've not even looked at it. So I wish I cared about FC to actually like go and have a look and see what was going off, but I'm genuinely just like not bothered. Liam Delap, he's another one, yeah. Cade Gordon, obviously not really gone on to great things, but was brilliant coming through the academy, went to Liverpool. Kellyman, obviously now at Chelsea. There's a few good ones. It's just about if they can like sort of go on to that next level. So I'm more excited for GTA 6 than I am for what's it called? Than I am for FC. Oh, I thought my stream had frozen. But I tell you something, right? If we can I'm starting to become genuinely obsessed with FM. Edits, how old actually are you? Out of interest. I just want to see if you're like the same age I am when I got obsessed with it. Because I got obsessed with it at a certain age. I just wonder if you're in that same sort of age bracket. FM goated. FM is goated, to be fair. I've lost the playoffs 3 seasons in a row with Derby. Bro. Get good, kid. See you later, JJ, bro. Have a good evening, mate. How you doing, Josh, mate? Hope you're okay, lad. Hope you are a-okay. It's quite hot. Quite hot. Quite hot. There we go. Chris Rigott was vastly underrated. Fucking hell, that's a name from the past. What's FM? Football Manager, Ollie. Football Manager. Clark, middle or left? We both know the preference, right? So long as he plays middle, I don't care. But I have a feeling he'll play on the left. Maybe one day. Yeah, exactly. I hope he's central. I hope he's central, but I honestly don't know. I don't know. What? Ow. I just elbowed my desk. I don't know what I was doing there, you know? Don't know what the point of that was. Do you know, all I want to see tonight, I want Johnson to have a good game, I want Clark to have a good game, and I want Eames to have a good game. I really want Eames to start on Saturday. I can't lie. Cruz Allen is balling out for me, though. I sold him for like 40 million to Leeds when he was like 30. I kept him his entire career. But you know what? I don't like the cup starting the week before the league. It always annoys me. Always annoys me. I'd much prefer first league game, cup midweek, second league game. Just so you've got that little bang, bang, bang straight into it. You're gone. Just vibing out to the music. Vibing out to that Rams TV music. Do you know what I'm saying? I follow the DCFC 30 for me. How you doing, Braden? Ward is on the bench. Ward is on the bench. Your bet. Let me just get up the. I'll run you through the whole team and the bench. I will. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me just pull it up in front of me because it's easier to see than through my preview screen. So if we go here, so your starting 11, Zetterstrom in goal, a back four of Johnston, Langas, Clark and Taylor, a midfield two of Fraulo and Travis. I'm unsure how the front four is going to be. There is a possibility Eames on the right, Brown on the left, Clark in behind Smodics. There's also a possibility that Smodics is in the middle, Clark on the left, Brown is your 9. And there's also a possibility that Clark is central, Smodics off the left, and Brown is still your 9. On the bench, you've got Price and Kane as your 2 goalkeepers. You've got Fozzie, Corey Blackett-Taylor, Ward, Sanderson as your seniors. Cameron Wilson and Dontel Hedges as your 2 youngsters. There is a few notable absentees. Carlton Morris is the standout name being rested. There's also no Philip Bilbia, Rhian Brewster, Selverson, Cruz Allen, Josh Vickers, Kenzo, and Ryan Niambi as first team players, all played earlier today in Port Vale. Well, against Port Vale, Rhian Brewster scored. That is your starting 11. That is your starting 11. How are you doing? Hi, bro. Hope you're having a good day over there in Canada. Hope you are having a good day in the good old Canada. We love a bit of Canada over here. We love a bit of Canada. Paul Mullen. When did Mullen join Rotherham? I didn't know he'd gone there. Can't lie. Let's hear what... Owen Bradley thinks Smodics is our number 9. Let me just change that over. Let me just change this over. Hang on. Because this is what Owen Bradley has said the team is, and he knows more than me. So let's focus on that, shall we? Let's focus on that. Lewis Travis is just doing the toss in the middle of the pitch. We're getting it all ready to go. Right. Who's got kickoff then? Who's got kickoff then? It looks like it's going to be us. Looks like it's not going to be us. Looks like it's going to be Rotherham to take kickoff. As we are waiting to get underway. It looks as if Smodics is centrally with Bobby Clark, with Dejan Brown on the left, Owen Eames on the right. I'd like to see Owen Eames start on the right on Saturday, to be honest. And we are just waiting for the referee's whistle. And we are... Come on, ref. We don't have to wait till bang on half past. It really doesn't matter. What is getting old, but we lose his creativity, his unbelievable set pieces. That is true. Very true. For some reason, we're waiting. Not sure what we're waiting for. It is now half past. And we are underway, ladies and gents. We are underway here at the New York Stadium. Rotherham's goalkeeper has the ball, sends it long towards Sondre Langas, who wins the header. I reckon 4-2 to the Rams. I hope you're right. Fraulo picks up the ball in the middle of the park, drops it off for Zetterstrom, takes a touch. It's going to be interesting to see how we play today. Zetterstrom just rolling the ball at his feet, out to Langas, being pressed heavy early on in this game. Zetterstrom with the ball on the edge of the Derby box. He's looking long. He's looking for Dejan Brown. We're definitely playing Dejan Brown in that Agimang type role. It's Smodics through the middle. Clark is your 10. Dejan Brown on the left. Owen Eames on the right. That is your front three after 50 seconds. That could probably change as the game goes on. We will wait and see. Rotherham throwing over Charlie Taylor. It goes out off Matt Clark. Number 12 for Rotherham has the opportunity for throw-in. It's played across. Oscar Fraulo battling. Rotherham keep the ball. Ref plays a good advantage there. Ref plays a really good advantage. Smodics chasing. Agent Sanders isn't in Eustace's first 11. No, he isn't. Smodics is chasing. It goes back to the Rotherham keeper, who sends it long. Langas is going to win that header. Heads it up the pitch. Falls to Bobby Clark. Flicks it over. Matt Clark takes a touch down. It falls to Langas. Drops it off for Johnston. Johnston looking for an option. Gives it away. Tavares now. Johnston makes a good defensive action. Fraulo into Travis. Travis to Clark. Clark loses the ball in midfield. Didn't really have an option. It's now Rotherham on Derby County's right. Owen Eames is going to step out. Johnston to the wide man. It's going to be whipped into the box. Good block by Owen Eames, who is going to try and keep it in. He can't. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for Eamesy. Rotherham throwing deep in the Derby half. Right by the corner flag, to be fair. It's thrown in now. It's going to be. Looks like he's going for the cross. Finds it. Eames gets a good block in. Out for a Rotherham throw in. 2.5 minutes gone. Rotherham have their first corner of the afternoon. Afternoon, evening, night. Who knows? Everybody's picking up their man. Smodics has 2 on the edge. About to be whipped in and goes all the way over and over the bar. That was an awful cross. Awful cross. Right. I don't want to look at Rotherham's central midfielder. Matt Clark driving out now after a short Derby goal kick. Charlie Taylor drops it off to Zetterstrom. Out to Langas. There's an option with Fraulo in the middle. Doesn't use him. Trying to open up that space. It goes back out to Langas. See you later, Josh, bro. Fraulo now. Travis coming to collect. Does well. Looks towards Dejon Brown and Bobby Clark. Brown picks it up on the edge of the box. In towards Bobby Clark. Finds a good pass to Fraulo. Shot from Fraulo. It's blocked. Johnston drops it into Clark. Clark looks for an audacious pass, but unfortunately he doesn't get there. It's a foul on the Rotherham defender. Miss these. How you doing, Giovanni, bro? Hope you're okay, mate. 4 minutes gone. Derby County have just had their first shot of the game from Oscar Fraulo. Blocked inside the box. A really good bit of play there by Bobby Clark. Good pass between the lines, and it's a good block by, I think that's number 14 of Rotherham. Did a really good job there. The Rotherham goalkeeper standing over this free kick just outside the Rotherham box. Where is it going to go? It's going to go long. Matt Clark will win your header. Not quite. See, that's one thing I don't like, right, with those headers, right? Why does he not just, like, flick it towards Charlie Taylor? But anyway, Charlie Taylor, what's the Ram starting 11? It is here. There you go, mate. Any news on Ozo? Hull City want him. That's the latest, anyway. Sammy Smodics dropping deep to pick up the ball, looking wide for... Is that Johnston? He's offside, apparently. Was a good pass by Smodics. Johnston needs to do better, though, at keeping those offsides. Like, he's a fullback. Like, watch your line. Do you know what I mean? Just watch your line. It's not that difficult, lad. After the offside, the Rotherham goalkeeper stands over the free kick midway through the Rotherham half. Going to send it long again. Langas should win that header and does. Bubidinozo should be done soon. I hope so. I do hope so. Owen Eames puts enough pressure on that right-hand side. Goes out for a Derby throw-in. Throwing back to Langas on the edge of the Derby half. Derby half? Derby box. Matt Clark stepping up out of defence. Looking for a long ball out wide left. Goes all the way over. It's a good head. Hull apparently interested in Ozo. Yes. I'm still not believing this investment, though. I think it might fall through last minute. I hope you're wrong. if it doesn't fall through, if it does fall through, we're a bit fucked, to be fair. Travis. How you doing, AB? Langas. To Fraulo. Fraulo looking for options. Goes back to Langas. There's not many options at all. Nobody seems to be in space. Oh my God, that is a terrible pass. It comes to Charlie Taylor on the edge. Plays it inside looking for Smodics. Doesn't get there quick enough. Rotherham breaking away now. Dejon Brown putting the midfielder under pressure. Matt Clark towards Taylor. Sends it forward looking for Bobby Clark, who takes a good touch through the middle. Plays an incredible pass through to Sammy Smodics. Smodics is breaking into the Rotherham box. Referee, that's a penalty! Dumb. Smodics has just won as a penalty. Would you not rather keep Clowes, though, for stability? If Clowes was a billionaire, yes. The fact that he's not, no. Did you see the Genoa score? No. I didn't, to be fair. Marcy after Ozo 2. I'm not too sure we can get him back. We'll have to wait and see. He goes to Hull. He's a bench warmer. Surely not. It depends on what Ozo wants and what we offer. But Sammy Smodics gets himself in a great position. Wins ourselves a penalty. It's a very soft penalty, but a penalty nonetheless. Smodics is stepping up to take it. We do need some penalty practice. Let's hope he puts this one away. Let's hope we put this one away. Hi, you doing, Ella? Hope you're okay. The referee blows his whistle. Smodics steps up and scores. Sammy Smodics has got himself on the score sheet for the Rams. 8.5 minutes in. Derby County 1, Rotherham 0. We've looked so much better today compared to how we looked the other night the other afternoon against Burton Albion. We were very poor against Burton. Very, very poor. We look a lot better tonight. I'm not sure if it's having Bobby Clark centrally or what, but we do look a lot better. And that all came from Bobby Clark doing his stuff in the middle of the park. Makes a really good touch on the halfway line, takes it inside, opens up that space for Sammy Schmodix to break in behind. And that's what led to the penalty and obviously then led to the goal. How you doing, Daniel, bro? Hope you're okay, mate. Why does my stream want to lag now? Playing better than Burton. Yeah. Although it would have been quite hard to play worse. Let's put it that way. Charlie Taylor now on the left-hand side. 9 minutes gone. Smodic drops it off to Matt Clark. That was risky. Into Oscar Fraulo, taking the ball on the half turn on the edge of his area. Clark out to Taylor. Taylor finds Clark, who... No, it wasn't Clark, it was Smodic. Do you know what? I don't mind Clark and Smodic in this 2-10s role. I don't mind it at all. Fraulo on the ball right now. Drops it out wide to Langas. Langas back to Clark. He's going to look for an option. Taylor drops off to Clark. Back to Zetterstrom. What happened? How did we play shit last game? We was awful against Burn. We just couldn't get control of the ball at any point in the game. And it just made it really hard. Who scored it? Smodic. Clark now breaking away from his own box. It's Lewis Travis looking for an option, finds one. I think that's Owen Eames, drops it off to Langas. Eames drops a little bit deeper, asking for the possession off Langas, gets it. Goes to Travis in the middle of his own half. Out now to Matt Clark. Clark back to Travis, dropping into that centre-back position as he drives away now. Into the D on the halfway line, out to Langas. Langas to Johnston. Johnston up towards Owen Eames. Eames tries to whip it in. Cross gets blocked. Rotherham now breaking away. Johnston out of position. Travis covers across. So does Langas. Wins the ball. Travis over to Fraulo now. We're back on the ball on the halfway line. This is much better, by the way. This is so much better. Travis into Smodic. Tries to play it out first time. Gets blocked. Rotherham now breaking away. It's Johnston. That's never a foul, referee. Don't give that. He doesn't. Eames wins the ball. Johnston drops it off. Isn't Eames' natural position attacking midfield? Yes. Anywhere central, anyway. But he's got the skill set to play wide. Because he's quite pacey. He's good on the ball. So... I think he'll end up being a bit like Jason Knight, play all the positions across that front three, and then eventually he'll drop into a deeper role. Johnston on the right, into Oscar Fraulo. Fraulo all the way out to Dejon Brown. Yes, I am, Dan, bro. Charlie Taylor. Still Charlie Taylor, drops it off for Travis. Pass in the middle towards Smodic, tries to break away. Doesn't win a foul. The ball's given away. Owen Eames picks it up, drops it off for Langas. Langas to Fraulo. He bounces it, and it's out now to Matt Clark. Taylor holding his width. Bobby Clark picking up a space in the lines. Clark back over to Travis. There's loads of space on the right-hand side. Goes all the way out to Dejon Brown. Good touchdown. He's doing all sorts of tricks. Gives it back to Taylor. It's Travis now. To Taylor. Back to Matt Clark. This is much better because we're actually like controlling the ball, which is something we haven't done a lot during pre-season. All the way back to Zetterstrom now. Reset! As many managers would say. Reset! Zetterstrom. Into Travis. That's what we need more of in midfield. We need one of those two in the pivot to drop in and pick up the ball. Poor pass from Matt Clark. Smodic isn't able to get there. It's Bobby Clark now. Finds a space, looks for Brown. It goes out. Should be a foul, referee. It is. Would you rather never cut your fingernails or never cut your toenails? What a weird question on a Tuesday evening. I don't know, to be honest. Could you imagine the dirt that gets under him? Oh, makes me cringe. Matt Clark slowly bringing the ball out of defence. Is he going to get pressed? Yes. So he plays it out to Charlie Taylor, flicks it inside. He's going to look for Fraulo. Good bit of play there. Finds Langas. Johnston just drop off. Johnston doesn't drop off. He stands on the line. Dejon Brown heads on. Is Charlie Taylor going to get there? No, he's not. Dejon Brown's going to battle. Travis picks it up in midfield. He's going to look for an option. Finds Charlie Taylor to Dejon Brown now. Oscar Fraulo is going to look for someone. He goes back out wide to Taylor. The only problem with playing Smodics and Clark as your 2 10s is you don't have any height in the middle of the box if you get into wide positions. Lewis Travis. Smodics flicks it on to Dejon Brown. Back to Oscar Fraulo. Fraulo shoots. It's blocked. Lewis Travis on the edge. Knocks it off. Charlie Taylor picks it up. Off to Travis now. Travis finds Smodics. Dejon Brown's occupying the number 9 role at the moment, with Smodics coming out to the left. How you doing, Archie, bro? Fraulo drops it off to Clark. Clark over to Langas. He'll be a replacement for Thompson. I don't think he's a Thompson replacement. Fraulo out to Owen Eames. Max Johnston's wide open. Finds Smodics. Who won the penalty? Smodics. I'm all good, thanks, Archie, bro. Smodics drops it all the way out to Matt Clark, sorry. Bobby Clark now on the ball, dropping a bit deeper. Tries to play a pass through to Charlie Taylor, but Charlie Taylor just doesn't quite have the legs. Doesn't quite have the legs. I hope we finish with a win tonight. That's all I have to say. I hope we finish with a win. It's got a kick for Rotherham. 16 minutes gone. Sending it long. Taylor chests it down to Fraulo. It's dropped off a little bit silly there, to be honest. It's played through. I have no idea who that man is. It's a good block by Clark. Fraulo gets another good block in. It's number, I think that's 24 for Rotherham up against Owen Eames. Makes Owen Eames commit to 22 now. Bobby Clark's out pressing. Eames gets out to him. It's whipped in. Flicked on by Matt Clark. Dejon Brown's turn now to do some pressing. Now it's Smodics pressing. Number 8 in that left position for the Rams. It's whipped all the way over. Goes all the way through. Johnston now has to battle. Does well. Wins a Derby County throw in midway through the Derby half with 17 minutes gone. Just take your time. Just take your time. This is part and parcel of football. Sent long by Langas. There's nobody there. It's really silly to play long when you've got 2 5'8" players as your forward line. Fraulo wins the ball. John gets the best for Sammy. Yeah, he does. Rotherham. Midway in Derby's half on the left. Travis does well and wins the ball. Dejon Brown picks it up. There's no way that's a foul, man. He won the ball. He literally won the ball, with all due respect. He literally won the ball. Winds me up, man. Really winds me up when you give away those sorts of fouls. Rotherham free kick just in the Derby half. It does look as if it's going to get sent long, but there's plenty of options if he wants to go short. I say plenty, there's 2. There's a man on the right, there's a man in the middle. If he doesn't send this, I think he's incredibly silly. We'll just keep waiting. Only been waiting 20 seconds, ref. Make that 30 before he blows the whistle. He does actually lay it across. That's incredibly weird. You get the ball in the box. Dejan Brown battles well. Goes out for a throw-in. On Derby County's right, midway through the Derby half. Whips into the box. Taylor wins the header. Volley from the edge of the area. It goes over the bar. Not troubling Zetterstrom, that one. Not troubling Zetters, that one. Who drops it off now? Matt Clark drives the ball out of defence, as he seems to from every single goal kick these days. It's out to Langas. Langas to Zetterstrom. Zetterstrom looks forward. Oh, Fraulo picks up the ball, looking for an option. Doesn't find one. Goes all the way out to Max Johnston. Johnston whips it in on his left. It's not a great ball. How on earth is Eustace going to get Bobby and Sammy in the first 11 to attack him? Do you reckon? I don't think we play with both, to be honest. Or I think you play Bobby with Travis, Smodics as the 10, Morris as the 9. I honestly don't. I don't think you can play them together unless you're playing like a 3-4-3. And obviously we're not playing that. Dejan Brown has the ball on the left. It's given away by Dejan Brown. Fraulo wins it back and drops it off. What the hell is this ref, honestly? Bit of a weirdo. Matt Clark. To Brown. Looks for an option. It's not a great pass. Bobby Clark picks it up in the gap. Plays it through for Smodics. Smodics looking for an option. Finds Fraulo. Johnston picks it up, drops it off. It's now Travis. Travis out to Clark. Clark to Trav. It's Bowley Clark. Drops it off for Travis. There's not really much movement, so he goes out to Langas. Langas is going to go straight out to Johnston, which isn't a bad idea. Into Eames. I'd love to see Eames get on the ball a little bit more. Fraulo towards Travis. Drops it off for Fraulo again. Looks for an option. Finds Clark, who's now out on the left. Charlie Taylor. Fraulo to Clark. Takes a couple of touches. It's back to Fraulo. Out to Travis. Johnston inside for Eames. Loses the ball. Tries to win it back. Nothing wrong with that. I did think he was going to give a foul, but Eames drops it off. Travis looking for an option. Goes to Eames out wide right. I get the impression Eustace is starting to like Fraulo more and more. I don't know. I think if he could replace him, I think he would. But we don't really have anyone at the moment. Fraulo advancing. Finds Johnston. It's out to Eames. Johnston goes for the overlap. Drops it off for Smodics. Through to Bobby Clark. It's unlucky Clark. Fraulo wins the header. Rotherham header. Max Johnston goes up for it. And it goes all the way through to the Rotherham goalkeeper. I personally think if John Eustace had David Ozo, I don't think we'd have seen as much of Fraulo, to be honest. No 4 o'clock video today, White. Stream. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, they've given a corner because he's held on to the ball for too long. Fair enough. We don't complain. So who's taking this? Eames and Clark both are going over. With no Wardy in the team. Not opposed by having Bobby Clark take the deliveries. Also, wouldn't shock me if he dropped it short, to be fair. Johnston, just go and get in that. There's a big gap between the box that Johnston could go into. Doesn't, but it goes all the way across. Matt Clark wins the header. Save by the Rotherham goalkeeper. Fraulo tries to slow him down. It's sent long. I think that's Eames who cleared it forward. Fraulo brings it down. Clark then loses it. Just looked, why is Kane Wilson on the bench? It's not Kane Wilson, it is Cameron Wilson. It is. It is Cameron Wilson. Academy player. It's with Derby. It's with Langas on the right-hand side of the Derby half. Up towards, I think that was Fraulo, goes all the way back to Zetterstrom. This has been a much better evening, by the way, for Derby. I wouldn't be shocked if this was the team that started on Friday, but with Morris. No worries, Jack, bro. See you later, mate. Zetterstrom looking for Johnston. Headed away. Fraulo wins the next header. It's cleared away by the Rotherham centre half. Goes all the way over, looking for Smodics. We need a rapid winger who can cut inside. He's good with both feet. We had that with Watchalong, but now he's injured. Yeah, I agree. We need this takeover to go through, and then we'll have more of an understanding of what we can and can't do. Dejan Brown gives the ball away. Cheers, Dej. It's all right. It wasn't Deja's fault in any capacity. Charlie Taylor heads away after the Rotherham throw-in. You just got a mention on Radio Derby. What did I get a mention for, Joe? Zetterstrom rolls it out to Langas. Steps inside. Sends it up to Dejan Brown. Does really well. Plays it now up to Bobby Clark. Clark's going to be needing help. Finds Smodics, who takes a good touch at his feet. Drops it off for Langas. To Lewis Travis. Travis to Bobby Clark. Clark to Smodics. Dropped off again to Travis. Johnston's looking. Most entertaining of the first few weeks of the season was Everett and Barker drama. There's no way they said that. It must have been like a call-in. Because there is no way Dom Dietrich would have said anything like that. He said just, so I should be able to find it. Window, not season. I've got Radio Derby on because I want to hear it. How early in the commentary was it, Joe? Rotherham throwing on the Derby right. 27.5 minutes gone. I still haven't heard it. I've been listening to it for a couple of minutes. It's sent long by Rotherham. Rotherham back on the halfway line. I'll find it after the game. It's Rotherham now on the right-hand side. Joe, if you're still in here, if you can go and like screen record it and tag me in it on Twitter. Fraulo has the ball deep. Langas looking for an option. Langas out to Johnston. Back with Langas now. Johnston's gone. But where's he gone? Not very far. How are we playing? We're playing a lot better today than we were the other night. Let's put it that way. Cancel one screen. Sent long by Rotherham. Matt Clark coming across. Looks for number 8. It's blocked by Clarkey. Right, just waiting for this Rotherham free kick, and we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. Forget BBC Radio Derby. Forget them. I'm joking. Come on, Ed, give me a call. Number 22 for Rotherham to whip this one in. Goes all the way through. Dejan Brown wins the header on the edge. Smodics goes up for the next one. Clark gets the next one away. Smodics wins that one, but it falls to 24 for Rotherham. Owen Eames looking to press all the way on the halfway line. Bobby Clark's now out on the left. Smodics fell over. She fell over. Oh, Bobby Clark wins the ball. Fraulo got the potential to be a decent player. Yeah, of course. He's got the potential. It's just about whether he actually like hits the next level. Because we all thought Kenzo was going to be a good player, but it didn't end up that way, did it? So free kick sent forward by Rotherham. Owen Eames battling. Cleared away now. It's Rotherham's 28 breaking into the opposition half. Max Johnston's going to have to get over there. Whipped in, headed away by Matt Clark. All the way forward. It goes all the way over to Sammy Smodics. Heavy touch, loses the ball. Heavy touch and loses the ball. All the way out to Charlie Taylor. He's going to do well to keep that out of play. Jakub Zetterstrom to Langas. Fraulo picks up the ball in midfield. There's a couple of options ahead of him. He goes for Clark. Clark goes all the way out to Dejan Brown, who's now one-on-one. Smodics has made a great run. Goes back to Travis. It wasn't Smodics, it was Fraulo, actually. Lewis Travis out to Charlie Taylor. 5 years' time, Lewis is sat next to Ed Dawes as a special guest. Imagine the scenes. Played forward for Travis by Matt Clark. Looking for an option. Goes all the way out to Charlie Taylor. Whips the ball in, gets blocked. Goalkeeper catches. If someone is able to go and get that clip, I would really appreciate it. And go and put it in the Discord. Fraulo drops it off for Clark. Clark out to Taylor. To Zetterstrom. Smodix. It's not Smodix, it's Fraulo, I lied to you. Johnston to Langas. Into Smodix. To Fraulo. It's Eames now breaking. All the way across the Rotherham half. Out to Dejon Brown, who needs a runner. Gets one with Charlie Taylor. It's whipped in. To the back sticks. Johnston can't quite get there. Sondre Langas. To Matt Clark. Clark looking for an option. Finds one. Fraulo's an option now as well. Are you the guy that was mentioned on the commentary? I have no idea. I don't even know if I was mentioned on comms. My glasses are steaming. It's that hot. My glasses are steaming up. It's out to Charlie Taylor. Looks for an option. To Fraulo. Fraulo finds Travis. Travis to Dejon Brown. Goes all the way out now to the Rotherham right. Goes forward. Langas is going to get there anyway. I did think he looked offside. Matt Clark breaking away. To Travis. To Langas. What time did he say it? 55. Lewis Travis. Travis out to Langas. To Smodix. Smodix sends it long for Johnston. Johnston whips it in. Goes all the way through for Fraulo. Drops out for Dejon Brown. Smodix shoots from the edge. It's blocked. It took a Rotherham deflection, apparently. I thought it was a Derby deflection, to be honest with you. It's whipped in. Eames gets back, wins the ball, dropped off to Jakob Zetterstrom. Zetterstrom out to Eames. Eames to Clark. Matt Clark, that is, by the way. Travis. How you doing, Stray Bro? Hope you're okay, mate. Taylor to Smodix. Looks for Travis. Clark to Fraulo. To Clark. To Johnston. Finds Eames. Eames gets absolutely obliterated. Is it just me or is Owen Eames receding already? Sorry, Eamesy. If you watch this. Bobby Clark and Max Johnston standing over. Is that Bobby Clark? Yeah, it's Bobby Clark and Max Johnston standing over this free kick. Midway through the Rotherham half, 38 minutes gone. Johnston all the way out to Eames. Eames looking straight away back to Johnston. Johnston whips in all the way around. Is this the last friendly this year for Derby? Yes. Unless they play one behind the scenes. How are we playing? Much better tonight than we did the other day. Much better than we did against Burton. How you doing, Ryan, bro? Frollo picks up the ball. It's out now to Johnston. Langas. Langas gives the ball away. Rotherham breaking away. It's a 3-on-4. 3 for Derby. Goes all the way through to the Derby right. Frollo's got to press. Eames drops in. Strike. I think it's a pretty solid team, to be fair. We're doing all right at the moment. Langas to Johnston. Looks for an option. Finds Frollo. Frollo looks long. Finds Charlie Taylor. Into Travis. Travis looking for an option. Out to Langas. Langas to Eamesy. Eamesy drops it off for Clark. Clark to Travis. Eamesy's come central now. In towards Taylor. Bobby Clark's finding spaces in the middle of the park. Not getting the ball though. Travis now. Looking for it. Max Johnston wide right. Gone. How you doing, Dan, bro? Yeah, of course I can, bro. Headed on by Johnston. Headed away. Langas heads it forward. Taylor. Smodok. Mac. I'm pretty sure that's Matt Clark. Out to Langas. Drops back to Zetterstrom. Zetterstrom just stood on the ball waiting for an option. Goes out to Langas. Langas to Travis. Travis out. I think that's Eamesy. Why is Eamesy the deepest on the right? He needs to be further forward for me. Into Travis. Travis to Clark. Out to Eames now. Eames going to look for an option. Finds one in Johnston. It's whipped in all the way. Dejon Brown wins the header. Goes out for a goal kick. I think Smolic's on loan was good because he's getting on. I think Eustace will buy him, but unless we get him on a free. I think we've agreed to pay 2.4 mil, I think, anyway. Sundre Langas. Out to Matt Clark. To Zetterstrom. Oh my god, Zetterstrom's giving it away. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. I can't believe Zetterstrom just did that, man. That was incredibly stupid. Zetterstrom sends it long. Frollo picks up the ball, finds Travis. Travis to Eamesy, to Langas. Langas or Sanderson. I prefer Langas. Eames looks forward. It doesn't go where he wants it. Smodics can't get there. There's now a break on here for Rotherham. Number 8. takes a heavy touch. Taylor falls down. Charlie Taylor's just given away a free kick on the edge of the Derby box with 44 minutes gone, ladies and gents. 44 minutes gone. Zetterstrom has these League 1 2 lapses in concentration. Cut that out and I can see him in the Prem as a number one day. Yeah, me too. Hopefully, he stays with us and we go up. Why do you think we need... who do you think we need now squad depth for these friendly games? I think we need wide players. That's the main one for me. And maybe a central midfielder or two. When is Ajiman coming back? I believe around December, November at the best. Rotherham free kick, 44 and a half minutes gone. I think that's number 22 that's standing over it. It is. Whips it in all the way through. It's a great header. It's a good save. Langas is going to look for a good option. Can't find one. What's he supposed to do? He's under pressure. Best business of the season if we keep Zetters. Only if we can bring in the right players in midfield and stuff. And that is your time, ladies and gents. That is your time. It is 1-0 Derby County. Sam Smoddick's put us in the lead. He did. I'm not expecting there to be any changes. I think we'll include Eames more this season. Yeah, me too. I do think that, yes. Give me 1 second, chat. Let me just write this message. I want to try and find this clip. Right. Hang on, ladies and gents. We're putting BBC Radio Derby comms on from 52.
Of grass and needs attention. That's stopped as well. Derby's first corner from the right and away swinger from Smoddick to the back post. Clark having his shirt pulled. Goalkeeper will collect it.
The guy came in at 55 saying that spoke about me. With a takeover imminent, what kind of players do you reckon we could sign? We need wingers. We need central midfielders. What are some suitable options? Honestly, I have no idea. Weren't we interested in that Norton Cuffy? Yes, we were. Give me 1 second. Oh, I can't spell. I can't spell, apparently. There we go. We were interested in Norton Cuffy, but whether anything comes of it, I don't know. What are your thoughts on us losing Blake Henry from our academy to Man United? Well, the latest is it's actually going Chelsea now. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that these clubs can come in and offer ridiculous money, if that makes sense. I haven't heard anything about me in this comms. Will we invest more in the... I don't think we can invest more in the academy, to be fair. No worries, I don't think the grammar police hit. That is very true. That is very true. Very, very true. Still can't. I still can't find this clip that is apparently on Radio Derby. How you doing, Theo, bro? How you doing, Theo, lad? It makes perfect sense. Don't worry, it's just annoying because until we get back to the Prem, we'll keep losing. Yeah, that is true. I'm not ignoring you, Theo, bro. I said hello. Where are Eames, Smodix, and Bobby playing? Bobby is your 10, Eames is off the right, and Smodix is your 9. Hi, Lewis Graham. We still don't look right as a collective. Do you agree? I do agree. I think we're still missing some key players in key positions, to be honest. I still think we're lacking in a few areas. Still waiting for this second half to get underway. I'm trying to find this clip, but I can't find it. Can't find it. Do you know? Did you get the front of your hair permed? The whole top. The whole top is permed. I need a bit of a. Yes, ratings. Right, Zetterstrom 6. Don't really think he's had a lot to do. Gave the ball away. Johnston, haven't really noticed him, to be fair. So we'd probably say 5, maybe 5, 6. Langas and Clark have been solid. I'd probably give them a 7, 7.5. Taylor had a couple of good moments, couple of nearly moments. We'll probably say 6.5 for him. Fraulo and Travis just gone about their business, done what they need to do. I'd probably say 7. I think they've both been okay. Eames has not really been in the game. Not really seen as much of him as I'd have liked so far this half. So I'd probably say about 5. Clark has been okay, not really been in the game as much, but did set up the goal. Set up the penalty. So I'd say 7.5 for him. Brown has been okay, nothing special. I'd probably say 6 for him. Smodix scored the goal. We'll give him a 7.5. Does look as if Corey Blackett-Taylor is going to come on. I imagine it will be Corey Blackett-Taylor for Eames. Yes, Lewis just got back from work. Who scored our goal? Sammy Smodix scored from a penalty. if get the signings that we are missing, do feel it could be promotion season via playoffs. Do you know what? I think we could be in the battle. We need this investment to go through. If we get the investment, then I definitely think we've got a good chance. But it's all about getting... got to get those signings through the door. No worries, Gav, bro. Hope you're okay, mate. Hope you're okay, bro. Brother. Right now, we're just watching some kids play football. Just not Derby kids. Shh. Come on, let's get us into this second half then, please, ref. That's all I want. I just want second half. Can't look through the leagues because we're not competitive action yet. Any news on the keeper from Rotherham and Zetta's moving on? At the moment, no. According to Rotherham's side of things, according to Wrexham's side of things, the keeper's not joining us. And that would obviously mean that Zetta's isn't going. So I'll take that as a positive for now. He's linking this Friday, Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. kickoff. My match day vlog will be out probably around 6, between 6 and 7, I'd imagine. That would be my guess anyway. It depends how quickly I get home from the game, to be fair. Depends how quickly I get home. Shh. What's thoughts of the new table out and the new rules? I'm not too fussed about the top 8 getting into the playoffs. I think we'll see the same as usual with more than likely it'll be 3rd or 4th ends up getting promoted. It's not often you've seen 6th get promoted for me. So I don't think it'll make much difference. It's just a money-making thing, really. And I don't really know many of the new rules, to be fair. What's your prediction against Lincoln? I'll be honest with you, it's difficult to know. If we get another body in the door tomorrow, body or 2 in the door tomorrow, I think it could be... I think we should win the game, but winning the game is obviously a lot more difficult when you're lacking numbers, and we don't really have a wide player right now. You don't really want Corey Blackett-Taylor to be starting, do you? So, and he's our only proper winger that's fit. So, that is what we're waiting for. We just need some bodies in the building. I do think we should win the game, though. I do. I'm just checking what's going on X, see if there's anything transfer related, but I can't see anything. Just got to check. Always got to make sure. As it's the cup first, or as it's cup first or second team, do you reckon, or mixture? I think it'll be a mix. I do think it'll be a mix. I think we might see Owen Eames start. But I think for the most part, you're going to see what will be our main 11. I think Zetterstrom starts. Langas, Clark. Well, Langas might not start. I think it might be Sanderson. But I think you see... I think pretty much what the team is now is probably what you're going to see, just with Carlton Morris involved. Maybe Philip Bilbia as well. Obviously, the bench will be a lot stronger than it is tonight. It will. Because you've got the likes of Salverson that will be on the bench. I think it's not good business that we have a weaker side than what we finished the end of last season with. I agree. Apparently, I'm really negative, but I think we've got worse over the summer. Like, you lose 3 of your best players in Diaz, Ozo, and Banel, whatever. We haven't replaced them. We haven't bought them back. We're also set to lose Liam Thompson as well, who, don't get me wrong, I don't think is one of the best players in the Championship, but can do a job. We don't have anyone to replace him, so I don't know. I hope Eames and Allen either get more game time or get loaned out, both class. Yeah, I agree. I think Eames will be part of the first team picture all season. In terms of Allen, I'm not quite sure. Alder going to score for sure would be Collins, but he's still injured, so Sonny Bradley might get one if he plays. Who knows? Who knows, honestly. Forest leaving it a little bit late for sign. Forest always leave it late, to be fair, but they'll just go and chuck the checkbook at it. So the lone players went dark, so we were always going to be 5 players short. Yeah. No, I agree, Christopher. I agree. And that's I made a video early on in the transfer window about my frustrations about lone players. I'm not sure if it was like a sole video or within part of a video. And I said that I'd prefer Derby to go out and spend a little bit of extra money, bring in 4 or 5 permanent players, and have your loan signings as your depth options, for example, rather than as players that are your main squad. Because at the end of the day, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just a little bit annoying having 5 players leave every summer. So I think Blackett Taylor has come on for Blackett Taylor. Max Johnston has gone to the right. Hang on. What is this team? Hang on. Forsyth. You don't get good loans if they are squad options. Yeah, but we that's what we need to figure out, though. Johnston has gone there. Clark has gone there, and I think that is Eames. Hang on, I'm just sorting out the team. Ward. I'm pretty sure that's the team. Struggling this season as they haven't replaced Anderson. It could be amazing if Derby were to go up, Forest were to go down. Wishful thinking. Yeah, it is a bit wishful thinking. I think they'll be fine. That lad they've brought in on a free from, I think he was at Salzburg or Leipzig. He's really good, that central midfielder. So, for the second half, Ward has gone in at right back. Fozzie's gone in at left back. Yes, it is half time. Eames has gone centrally. Blackett Taylor's come on the left. Johnston on the right. And Clark seems to be your number 9. How you doing, Josh, bro? Squad options get recorded in Jan. We are stronger now than the start of last season. I'm confident we'll be stronger at the end. Oh, yeah, I agree. Ward wins the header. Dropped off. Second half now underway, by the way, chaps. Rotherham breaking. Up to Matt Clark's. Play forward. Number 8. All the way over. Fozzie. Oh, my God, it goes over. That should be 1-1, by the way. That should 100% be 1-1. If you want to get involved in giveaway, chaps, subscribe to the channel that is in the pinned comment. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Right, 46 minutes gone. Goalkeeper getting us back underway. Out to Matt Clark. Clark back to Zetterstrom. I actually think Eames is playing as our 9. Langas looking for an option. Goes back to Zetterstrom. Zetterstrom to Travis. Back to Zetterstrom. Schlager. What a name, by the way. Yeah, it looks like Eames is our number 9. What's the away end looking like? What you'd expect for a friendly. What you'd expect for a friendly. This is the team that started versus Stoke in the first game last season. Is our likely starting 11 stronger next weekend? Yes. Yes, it is. Our 11 that will start on Saturday will be better than that 11. But depth-wise, I think we're in the same spot. Langas to Travis. Travis out to Clark. Clark looking forwards. Out to Blackett-Taylor. Blackett-Taylor breaking away. Beats his man. Puts a ball in the box. Goes all the way through looking for Joe Ward. Joe Ward look for Bobby Clark on the edge. Shoots. Blocked. Can't see Scabs going down this season. We'll have to wait and see on them, to be fair. It all depends on how much money they spend. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Who? Forest. Scabs of Forest. Wardy, set to whip one in. 48 minutes gone. Joe Ward steps up. Whips in. Goes all the way over. Falls to Travis on the edge. He's going to look to go back into the box. He doesn't actually. He goes all the way over to Ward. Ward plays the ball forward. Eames's there, but it goes out for a throw-in. Eamesy doesn't take the throw-in. Gives it to Ward, who takes it. Max Johnston just got kicked. His shoe came off. Sondre Langas throws it into Matt Clark. Lets it roll across his body. Looks a bit like a back 3 at the minute, to be fair. Langas to Fraulo. Fraulo looking for an option, but turns back to Langas. Langas to Travis. Drops it off. Finds Travis. Fraulo. That is Sondre. Sondre sends it forward, looking for, I think that's Bobby Clark. Falls to Trav. Goes out. Bobby Clark picks it up in midfield. Loses the ball. Fraulo gets caught a bit flat-footed. Who scored? Sammy Schmodix from the penalty spot. How are we playing? We're not doing too bad, to be fair, Jammers, bro. We're doing all right. You probably want a little bit more, but it's not been awful. Fraulo. Who scored? Smodix. Smodix from the penalty spot. Do we need the NZ centre-half? Do you know anything about the link? It's Football League World. I don't particularly think they're very reliable, to be fair. They're very much a opinion-based outlet, so we will wait and see. How you doing, Lukey? Johnston to Travis. Travis looking for an option. Ends up going back to Langas. Langas out to Travis. Travis to Clark. Clark scrapping, ends up giving the ball away. Give me Tommy or Pender. Do you know what? He'd be decent, you know. Giving Langas and both Clark minutes, good to see. I agree. How do you think you'll finish the season? I hope top 8, but it all depends on what we get throughout the rest of the transfer window. I bet on over 2.5 goals. Do you think it's possible if Derby attack? Yes. We just need to create some opportunities. Eamesy gives the ball away on the halfway line. Travis, Clark and Langas go for a 3-on-1. Clark lays it out to Forsyth. Blackett Taylor is going on a run. It's a great pass by Fozzie. It's just not quite quick enough. I don't know why you bet on this match either, because it's pre-season. Langas chasing. It's going to get there first and does, and the man's offside anyway. The man was offside anyway. Wait, hang on, what's going on here? Oh, it wasn't an offside, it was a free kick. You don't look like you gamble. I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. Best I do is gamble with packs. Paul Warren can't choose a side to support. He can. He'd go with Rotherham every day of the week. 22, whips in for Rotherham, goes all the way through to Zetterstrom. Zetterstrom rolls out to Trav. Travis is going to need to find an option. He does in Ward, who was apparently offside. Incredibly silly. That's the one thing that really winds me up. Wide players that are offside. Where's Bilbia? Honestly, I have no idea. He didn't play earlier against Port Vale. He's not playing tonight. So, I know Morris is being rested. They've said that, but they haven't said anything about Bilbia. So, maybe injured. Who knows? How are you watching it if it's not on live TV? It's on Rams TV. It is on Rams TV. Johnston pressing on the right. He probably got too much hate. I hope that's not why he's not in this one. He was pretty poor the other night, but I hope it's not. That's not the reason. Zetterstrom to Clark. Clark looking forward finds Eames to Fraulo. Fraulo's going to look for an option on the right. Sends forward for Johnston. Takes a touch at his feet, and another one looks for a cross. Wins a corner. No throwing. Did take a battering on Saturday. Might just be prepping for Saturday. Do you know what? You might be right. Might just be protecting him, to be fair. I think he'll get a little bit more time than he did in that game on Saturday. Betting on friendly. Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it, Stray? I don't even bet on competitive games. He's been pulling his groin too hard. You go steady, Brogan. You go steady. Fraulo looking for an option. Looks for Clark. It's a bit of a silly pass, to be fair. It's played out wide. Joe Ward dropping in. 24 now. Whips it in. All the way through. Matt Clark heads away. How much did you pay for Rams TV? £5 for a match pass. You just need to create a login. It's only a £5. During the season, I pay 20 quid a month for all the games. I do. I wish they did more academy games, though. I'd love to watch the 21s a bit more. Rotherham just entering the Derby half. It's a bit scrappy. It's a bit scrappy so far this half, I can't lie. It is a little bit scrappy. Need the takeover to go through so we can make some signings. You're spot on. You are spot on. And we won't be getting David Ozo if it don't go through quickly. Let's put it that way. Rotherham. Have the ball just inside the Derby half. Derby sitting very deep this second half. After 55 minutes. Owen Eames coming out. Pressing. Lewis Travis now. Blackett Taylor leaving Fozzie one-on-one. He makes it 2v1 now. It's played inside. Travis ends up picking it up. Out to Fozzie. Looks for an option. Not the right one. And we give the ball away. According to Lincoln Twitter, a draw has already been a forecast. I don't think we can draw. It's a cup game. It'll go pens. 22 breaks away. Falls to number 7. It's a good tackle by Travis. Cleared away. Bobby Clark out to Johnston. Johnston looks to send the ball forward. Goes all the way over to Blackett-Taylor. Blackett-Taylor breaking. Got Fraulo with support. Blackett-Taylor. Pre-season Blackett-Taylor. How's Eamesy played? He's been all right, to be fair. Forrest in the cup, always a possibility. Eamesy's been all right. He's just been a bit quiet. He's not really got on the ball as much as I would have liked him to be honest. If you got on the ball a little bit more, just subbed. Love that. Appreciate that, bro. Make sure you sub to the channel that's the pinned tweet as well. It would be nice if Derby could have Rams Academy on Rams TV. They used to. I've actually emailed the supporters board about it, to be fair. I have. Is Eamesy out wide? He was in the first half. He's central in the second. Whipped in by Joe Ward to Clark's. Cleared away. Johnston picks it up on the edge. Drops it off to Travis. In this half, him and Bobby Clark are playing as like 2 false nines. Joe Ward finds space on that left-hand side. It's all the way in. Falls to Fraulo on the edge, but it gets cleared away. Good tackle. He did actually make a good tackle. He's going to have to make another one here as 24. He's going one-on-one with him. Gets in front of him. Really good work. Never. Travis gave away a foul. Of course he did. Of course he did. No way. Has Fraulo played well? He's not been awful. He's not been fantastic, but he's not been awful, has Fraulo. How's Eames played? He's done all right. Nothing too special. Not really got involved as much as I would have liked, but he's been okay. With Category 1 status, so not much difference between Derby and a Prem club. The only difference is money. That's the big difference between the two academies. Between academies at Derby and Prem. Like, we pay quite low compared to other Category 1s. Normally fouls, normally... Yeah, exactly. Rotherham are making a couple of changes. Travis will get a 2-game ban this season, I believe. Probably. Travis loves a red card, so... He loves a red card. Paul Mullins coming on. What a boy. What a boy. I'm just checking if there's anything going on. Nope, there's not. That's why we need investment. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Rotherham free kick. Such a shame Turkey give us your dollar. Yeah, exactly. Get the money in. Rotherham free kick. 60 minutes gone. Whipped in. Cleared away by Travis. Eames is out there pressing. It's played inside to number 8 who shoots. Travis gets fouled on the edge. Travis then plays the ball out. Finds Owen Eames. Eames breaking. Eames is breaking. Drops it inside to Fraulo. Out to Corey Blackett-Taylor. He's going 1v1 with number 12. Cuts inside. Shoots. Blocked. Falls to Fozzie. Fozzie to Johnston. Johnston's looking for an opportunity. Finds Fozzie. Gives the ball away. Not quite sure why Fozzie was playing up front, but hey-ho. He's had one so far. Yeah, he has. Hey, I'm back. How are we playing? We're not doing too bad, to be fair, Edits, bro. Not doing too bad. I'm going to drop a bomber on Twitter tonight. DM it me. DM me now. DM me what it is. Let me see what type of bomber you got for me. Number 7 drops it out for number 3. Whipped in, goes all the way over, cleared away by Fozzie. Bobby Clark pressing, wins the ball back just in his own half, and loses the ball on the Derby right. Eamesy goes to step in, loses the ball on the edge. What do you use to make your thumbnails? ChatGPT. I can't even check the lineups. Well, there's the Derby one. There. Matt Clark touches it down in his own box, flicks it over, looking for Blackett Taylor. Cleared away by Forsyth, who gets fouled. I've got a big bomber. I want to see it. DM me. I've just DM'd you. I've just DM'd you. I won't say it out loud, don't worry. Oh, we've bought on Dion Sanderson. Hang on. Sanderson. Yeah, it was a pen. It was a pen. Little bit of a shuffle. Little bit of a shuffle there. Where's Rotherham? Rotherham is in Yorkshire, isn't it? Oh, noodles. How you doing? I love a noodle. If CBT actually gave a shit and doesn't get injured, he could be quality. If he was fit, yeah. But he doesn't stay fit enough. That's the annoying thing. Langas wins the header. I think Dion Sanderson's playing right back right now. Joe Ward's gone out wide. Eamesy knocks it for Rotherham himself. I thought it was Yorkshire. I thought Lewis Travis played well today. Seems Derby fans always need a scapegoat. Same with BBD. Yeah, I'm not. I think he's done all right tonight, to be fair. 1v1. Sanderson with number 7. Ward gets himself involved. That is awful. The last time we played Rotherham, we lost 3-0 and Paul Warren was there. That's crazy. Yeah, what's your point? I have no idea what they're on about. Oh my god, what the fuck has just happened there? I missed that because I was sorting out the lineups. Hang on, what just happened there? I need to see this goal back. I need to see this goal back because I have no idea what just happened. Right, I want to see this goal. Right, Zetterstrom takes a touch. Oh, Zetterstrom. I think it's number 6 that scores for Rotherham. That wasn't Travis's fault, by the way. That was not Travis's fault. I stand by the fact it is not Travis's fault, that goal. Matt Clark drops it off for Langas. 65 gone. Derby County now 1-1. Sanderson to Fraulo. Fraulo plays it forward. Why is Owen Eames playing as a number 9? I'm sorry. It shouldn't. Oh, Owen Eames pressing well. Keeper sends it long. Langas drops it off. It's because I mentioned the last time we played them. Yeah, it definitely is. But I'm the type of person who eats pork dinner every Sunday. I don't really eat that much, to be fair. Which I know probably doesn't make much sense considering I'm a bit of a chunky boy, but I'm a very picky eater. We rarely have a quality preseason, so it is what it is. Yeah, that's true. We love losing in preseason. Goes out of play. Derby County throw in Dion Sanderson to take. Did you see what Zlatan? Did you see that Zlatan said that it was amazing after his World Cup day? I didn't know. Goes all the way through. Quarterback at Taylor battling with the keeper. Keeper saves it. 67 minutes gone. We need to be a little bit better. Where's the best place to go drinking on a match day in Derby City Centre? I don't drink. I'm not the guy to ask. What's your go-to meal? Chicken and chips or chicken and rice? And I'm not talking proper chicken. Ashley scored. Bad preseason equals good season. Fair. Blackett Taylor gets fouled midway through the Rotherham half. Derby County free kick. 67.5 minutes gone. Bobby Clark to Travis. Travis to Clark. Clark to Langas. Goes all the way back to Zetterstrom. Zetterstrom to Bobby Clark. Turns on it. Trying to find some space. Finds it down the right. Looks for Joe Ward. Drops it off to Dion Sanderson. Sanderson to Bobby Clark. Clark to Langas. Yeah, I'm going, Joe. I'm going. Both Swedish, so you can argue bias. Yeah, that's true. Matt Clark looking for an option. Goes all the way out to Forsyth. It's kept in. Sent long. Zetterstrom should catch and does. Right, let's stop with the 6-7 in chat, please. Thank you. I just came back to see Rotherham score. There's a football journalism course at Derby University. Consider doing that. I've got a degree in performance analysis. I just came back to see Rotherham score. Oh, go on, Stray. Thank you so much for the $10 dono. We need an Owen Eames goal. Any chance we can get Jaden Bannell back? I don't think Thingy will let him go, if I'm honest. I don't think they'll let him go. I'd like him back, but I don't think he will. Appreciate that though, Stray Bro. Thank you so much, mate. Can we keep it football derby related? Of course we can. Bobby Clark to Travis. Finds Eames. Ward back to Sanderson. To Travis. Bannell has got an injury. Has he? Bobby Clark just can't get there before the keeper. Do you remember that stream where a guy gave you like 120? Yes, I do. That was crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just a random day when I was opening random packs on FC, wasn't it? Langas wins the header. Now he wins it in the middle of the park again. Off to Matt Clark. Clark to Blackett Taylor. Flicks it onto Forsyth. Fozzie into Blackett Taylor. Supporter. She gets tackled. My go-to meal is spicy chicken tenders and cheesy chips. Fair play to you, bro. How did they score? Derby's in the Championship. Rotherham is in League 2. Because we're not very... we gave them the ball, to be fair to you. Chatbots delete. Bro, they're gone. Sanderson doesn't win the header. Ends up clearing it to number 7. That is very, very poor. It's whipped into the box. Goes all the way through. Goes all the way out. It's a goal kick to Derby. I'd a lower team score. Yeah, exactly. More Rotherham changes. Chatbot is doing a job for me. I think I did. I just timed that one out. I have no idea who the I don't even know if I've got any mods in chat. Oh yeah, we've got edits. Don't know about anybody else though. Used to try cheesy chips, chips, cheese and mayonnaise. I don't like cheese, which is weird because I like pizza, but I don't eat cheese. What's your favourite day of the week? Thursday. I don't know. I think it's because Derby not got their first team. This is quite a strong Derby team, to be fair. But we are lacking a bit in terms of numbers right now, so we are lacking a bit in terms of numbers. Zetterstrom looks long. Finds Joe Ward. Misses the first header, misses the second. Fraulo sends it forward. What's your favourite week? For me, it's Saudi week. We love a bit of Saudi week. It's whipped in. Zetterstrom saves, cleared away by Bobby Clark. Have you watched Brand New Day yet? What the hell is Brand New Day? Sanderson heads on. Fraulo now turns well, looks for Ward, doesn't find him, keeps the ball instead, finds Eames. Who is your celebrity crush? Don't really have a celebrity crush. And the missus might kill me. So we'll leave that one. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, no, I haven't watched it. What's your favourite takeaway? Pizza or Chinese? I think the missus wants to go and watch Spider-Man. But I haven't watched any of the others. So I don't know if it's worth watching. I already know it's Chinese. Go on, edits, bro. No, you've been here forever. Langas. Find an option. There's no options. I heard that there's a massive queue outside the ground. Apparently the chip shop does. Cracking fried Mars bars. No idea. Fraulo. Fraulo drops off for Travis. Back to Fraulo. For some reason, Sanderson is on the wing. Clark all the way out to Blackett Taylor. Go on, Corey. Up against. Is he going to get there to put the ball? He's actually so bad. Another good workout, minutes in the legs, investment soon to get quality in. Happy enough with us pre-season, not get carried away with performances. I agree. Lewis, I'll give you £10 if I win my bet, just to make sure Derby score again. I wish I had anything to do with that. Favorite Marvel movie? The last Marvel movie I watched was an Avengers when I was in like year 9, year 10. Actually, I don't even think it was an Avengers. I think it was Captain America. How long you been streaming for? I started doing live streams for football last summer. I did. Sanderson on the wing is like when we saw Ebu a striker. Bro, don't get me started on when John Eustace tried to play Ebu as a false nine. One of the least technical players in the world, and he was asking him to play as a false nine. It was so silly. You miss saying City Ground, you wrecked my joke. I heard there was a massive queue outside the City Ground. Apparently that chip shop does cracking fried Mars bars. I didn't even know there was a chip shop outside the ground. Matt Clark now. I was thinking I've never seen you before. I stream pretty much every Derby game. Ebu was unreal at striker. Bro, Ebu was about as good a striker as I was as a footballer. Corey Blackett-Taylor. Sanderson whips in. Heads off to Travis. I remember your first one was about when we played. Yeah, I was fuming. Just joined. What's the score? It's 1-1, Andy. I was fuming because we didn't even get out of half pretty much the whole game. Clark down the left. Drops off for Travis. The thing is, there's no point us playing the ball out wide because we've got nobody in the middle who is tall enough. Burton Diaz, any news? As of right now, nothing. But apparently there's lots of deals lined up for if Derby County get the investment, and I would imagine he is probably one of them. So should investment get announced, it wouldn't shock me if Derby have 4 or 5 players announced within the next few hours after. Have Derby ever been in the Premier League? Yes, we have. We got 11 points. 11 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lampard's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? We've got Wilson and F.A. Ambrose. Martin Wagon scoring our goals. Da, 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 da. Sorry. Travis is coming off for Cam Wilson. Welcome to the first team, Cameron. Oh my God, Bournemouth scored 10. That's nuts. Bournemouth hit Serie A side for 10. That's mad. I'm a Bradford City fan. Fair. I think he would have done a good job if he was put at centre back. I said that for ages, you know. If we'd have played a back three with Ebu as your central centre back, I think he would have been fine. You can't play him in either of the wide ones though. Ebu was dreadful at centre back. Remember, Warren played him there. Yeah, he played him there in one of the League One games, didn't he? And I'm pretty sure he nearly got sent off. Are we on Sky Saturday? I don't believe so. Scottish lift 11. Oh, go on, Cam. Is that Brandon? Hang on a second. Is that Brandon Williams? Is Brandon Williams playing for Rotherham? Eames. All the way out to Blackett-Taylor. Blackett-Taylor beats his man. Ball goes into the box, goes all the way across. Oh my God. Someone's just been killed. Iriola who? Bayern Munich 115-0. Yeah, but in that weren't they playing a non-league side? A German non-league team? Yeah, I thought it was. Matt Clark finds Fraulo. Fraulo out to Langas. Langas to Sanderson. Sanderson back to Langas. Man on. Sanderson to Zetterstrom. Zetterstrom looks out for Craig Forsyth. Gives away a foul. It wasn't Fozzie that gave away a foul. It was Corey Blackett-Taylor. Come on, Corey. Come on, Corey. Oh, my head is so hot, man. I'm so fed up with Bayern. Can't be fed up with Bayern. I reckon Derby should have a brand new second team, get Lewis to be their manager. That way they would start in some... Yeah, why not? Feels weird seeing Harry Wilson in a Leeds shirt. I'll be honest, I haven't actually seen him in a Leeds shirt yet, to be fair. Paramount is showing it in the USA on Saturday. Love that. I'll be at the game anyway, so... I'll be at the game anyway. Right, there is 10 minutes to go. The score is genuinely saddening. It's always saddening. We are Derby. We don't do things well. Frollo to Clark. Clark looking forward for Cameron Wilson. It's headed away. Clark wins it in midfield, gives it away, and then loses it. He lost his head a little bit. He lost his head a little bit. Clark apologised. He knew he was late for that one. He knew he was late for that one. Rotherham free kick just inside the Derby half. Have we had a hydration break yet? No, we haven't had one for the last couple of friendlies. Sent forward. Clark misses the header. Goes through to Joe Ward. Gives the ball away. Clark picks it up. Finds Joe Ward out on the right. Goes all the way back to Clark. We will lose this 2-1. Don't say that. Corey Blackett-Taylor spins his man and gets dragged back. Watch Bobby Clark will be better than Mason Mount. I'm not quite sure about that. I hope it's true. The Eredivisie start their season Friday, Saturday. Love that. Love the Eredivisie. I haven't watched the Eredivisie for years. Bobby Clark looking for an option. Drops off to Matt Clark. Matt Clark looks forward. Finds Cam Wilson. It's cleared away. So Owen Eames drops it off for Fozzie. Cameron Wilson. Looking for an option. Finds Blackett-Taylor. Finds Frollo. Frollo loses it. Wishful thinking. Mount was unbelievable. You're absolutely right. And it's gone out of play. Mount was arguably one of the best players I've seen at Derby in my lifetime. By far. I know, but you never know. Frustrating we didn't sign Wilson. What, Harry Wilson? We was never signing Harry Wilson. It was never even in our ballpark. If we'd have gone up, maybe. Sent long by Langas. Headed away. Sanderson wins the header in the middle of the park. Frollo knocks it on. Any news on Merkin and Brewster? Brewster played half an hour this afternoon in a friendly against Port Vale. Merkin is still a couple of weeks away after he had spine surgery at the end of last season. I wouldn't expect to see Merkin until, I don't know, September, maybe. I think he's still 3-4 weeks away. Out on the Derby County left with Rotherham United. Derby should sign Enzo Fernandez. No, thank you. At the moment, I'm just watching Rotherham pass the ball about. Dion Sanderson scrapping well. No foul there, referee. Perhaps Derby could get a loan from PSV. Do you know, I used to watch PSV when they had... Is the stream lagging? Is a little bit. I used to have... I used to watch PSV when they used to have Memphis Depay as a youngster. I don't know why we're lagging a little bit. I don't know why it's lagging. Lagging. I don't know why it's lagging. It's lagging. Got 4 minutes left to go, chat. 4 minutes left to go. Just seeing if I can. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with it another day. Rotherham have a free kick on the Derby left-hand side. O'Eames gave it away. It's going to be whipped in. It's a very, very long one. It doesn't even go to anybody. Fair play. How much at a time? Probably none, because it's pre-season. They don't usually do that much at a time in pre-season. Zetterstrom's going to send it long. At the minute, we've got Bobby Clark and Oscar Fraulo playing as a double pivot. How have we played? Forgot we were playing. We've done all right, to be fair. Chelsea signed Jordan Henderson. I actually think that's a much better deal than people think. Not because Henderson's good, but because of what he offers as a leader. I think it's a good deal. But we've played all right, to be fair. The goal we gave away was silly. It was a bit poor from Zetterstrom, but there's nothing major. Best player for me, not alone, was Hughes, but Bryson came second. Do you know what? I agree with that. Tom Ince has got to be up there as well for me. Bobby Clark. Out to Joe Ward. Whips a ball into the box. It's cleared away. Joe Ward's going to get there in front of his man and does. To Fraulo. Wilson. Eames. To Joe Ward. Out to Sanderson at right back. Whips it into the box. Keeper saves. Chelsea breaking rules again. They always break rules. Come on, ref. Let's have another corner. Let's have some corner practice. I'll take a bit of corner practice if you're offering. Didn't Chelsea get a transfer ban? Suspended for 2 seasons, I think. Owen Eames plays the ball wide for Joe Ward. Looks for Wilson, finds him. Wilson looking for an option. Gives the ball away. It's poor there by Wilson. Langas picks it up on the edge of the box. Corey Blackett-Taylor. 1 season. Nah, Ince was great for us. What do you mean 1 season wonder? Let me just find him. Hang on. Tom Ince left foot or Messi right foot of a 9-year-old. Imagine. He played 4 seasons I think. 38 goals in just over 100 games. I don't think you can complain about that. Dion Sanderson up to Joe Ward, whipped it across, falls away. Corey Blackett-Taylor misses. Paid 10 million, so no points deduction. Still waiting for City to be guilty and mega points deduction. It won't happen. Let's just look at Ince's numbers for Derby, right? In his first season, 14-15, 11 goals, 1 assist in 18. His second season, 12 goals, 8 assists in 46. Right? His final season for us, 50 games, 15 goals, 6 assists. Had to get our head on the correct side or it would fall over. That is very true. And that, ladies and gents, is time. That is time, ladies and gents. Oh, what a game. Not the best game in the world, to be fair to you, but a game nonetheless. And we draw 1-1 for the final pre-season friendly. You did lose your bet. That is unlucky. I feel sorry for you. Meanwhile, Bury nearly go under. Bury did go under, didn't they? But I'm just going to say, I love your chat. Thank you for joining this evening. Thank you for being here. I think we've pretty much averaged in the hundreds again, pretty much since the game started. So looking pretty good. I appreciate all of you being here. If you do want to stick around, hit the sub button. There's a lot of different membership levels now. You can join for as little as 90p. It just helps support the channel and makes us do better streams with better quality. Obviously, this camera was bought through the ad revenue that I receive and stuff like that. So if you do want to join as a member, please don't hesitate. There's a join button down below. It does help the channel and gives me the opportunity to create better content. You can also follow in Stray's footsteps and send a super chat if you want. But obviously, there is no need. There's no sort of like rush or anything like that. I just let you know that those options are available. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. That is linked in the pinned tweet. Make your subscriptions public, and we have a giveaway coming on that channel when we hit 1,000. So appreciate all of you for being here. It's been a really good stream, and I'll catch you guys. Well, I don't even know when the next stream's going to be. We'll figure it out. It'll all depend on transfers and investment and stuff. So I'll see you when that is. But if I don't see you before, I'll see you on Saturday morning, maybe before the game, and then obviously there'll be the match day vlog Saturday afternoon. Got a video already prepped for tomorrow. We'll have to get a few more ready as well once I wake up tomorrow. But I will catch you guys tomorrow. I'll see you later. Have a good evening. Have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye, chaps. Bye bye.